Hey guys, welcome back to Fairy Wisdom. I am here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so it's really synchronistic that yesterday I chose to be grateful for divine timing and divine guidance, because I feel like that's like super key in this reading today, at least leading up to it, right? There may be it could just be like a small message that needs to go out to everyone. There is something very intricate. Okay. I'm so sorry. Good golly. Before I got on here, I was able to pronounce it just perfectly, or at least think it. Anyways, intricate. Going on kind of behind the scenes. So like the divine timing I'm hearing of what you're manifesting, I feel like you're like kind of like in this phase where things like big things are manifesting. You're getting a lot of blessings, but it's like you take a step and then here comes that blessing, right? You take this step, like it's not all at once. It's not all a big thing. It's like, you know, like you get the tools, you do this step and then you get more tools and then you do this step. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So anyway, so the like following the guidance that you're given right now is so important. It's always important, but it's like super important right now while you're in this phase, okay? Because I think in a bigger perspective, because now I'm like kind of zooming out here on this view that I have, on a bigger perspective, right? What it is this is kind of like teaching you something. You're learning something. And it's like shifting, like this shift, right? You learn something, you gain this new perception, you have this shift within you. This is just like the first of many I'm hearing. So this is the very first time you're going to kind of go through this. This is going to be something that continues to last on in your life. You know, like you're going to learn this, you're going to master this, and you're going to create with this. So I feel like ultimately a lot of us are in the middle of kind of manifesting this new reality for ourselves, right? We've done some work within, and we're putting in the work to make that reflect without, right? With the guidance from the universe and the blessings, you know, that are coming in to kind of help us do that. So basically, I said all that to say, make sure that you are super duper, like ultra tapped in and zoned in on your intuition and you're following this guidance. And also make sure that you're really trusting the timing, because the timing is also the other piece that is exactly perfect. Okay, so do not doubt the timing, do not question the timing, just roll with the timing and recognize how many times before everything's worked out perfectly as far as the timing goes. So just like keep taking the steps you're given to take. And like I feel like you're taking a big leap of faith out on something right now. And really kind of unsure of how it's going to turn out, unsure of how it's going to exactly work out. But just having this feeling, this deep knowing within you that it is going to work out, okay? For some of you, it is a relationship. For some of you, it is a business. For some of you, it is housework. For some of you, it is, you know what I mean? Like maybe you're remodeling a house. I know for me, that's kind of what's going on my end. Not remodeling, but I'm redoing a lot of things in this house. And so, and I'm on vacation this week. Hey! Okay. Anyways, so, you know, it could be training a dog. It could be like, I don't know, like this is going to be different for you. for every single one of you. But you know what it is because you're in the heart of it. I'm hearing you're like in the eye of the storm. You are the eye of the storm. So it's like, just keep going. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. We're going to use this deck to get our piles from. I feel like there's only going to be 2 piles today because of that long intro. That long intro could have been somebody's message and that's all they needed, and we'll see you next time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. You know, only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. But you know, I don't like to get into details and super specifics because a lot of times I do hear details and super specifics, but they're not for everyone. And so that's where, you know, if you are looking for the details and the specifics, you know, book a personal reading with me or with another reader here on Tarotland. Make sure that you're being very choosy as far as that goes. But, you know, there's plenty of us, but you know, I like to leave it very broad and very open so you can kind of put that together yourself in your own life, okay? If I am guided to say some things, I mean, I do say some very specific things, and that's just when I feel it strongly that I should say them. But I don't know why I'm going into this detail about how I read, so somebody wants to know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this intro has been long enough. I've also shuffled the the crap out of these cards. I wanted to say shit, but I'm not going to. Well, are they all upright? Yeah, okay. These came out. I just want to make sure these are the 2. I feel like they are. Yeah. Okay. So, pile 1 is going to be this 3 of Pentacles right here, and pile 2 is going to be the Fates, which is also the Wheel of Fortune. Pile 1. If you chose this 3 of Pentacles, breathe it in. So I'm hearing the word success, okay? I feel like this is like a coming together. It could be in business, it could be in love. It does feel romantic, if I'm being honest with you. But it's very gentle, it's very calm. These are 2 people that are different but alike in the same ways, okay? One of you very much so has your mind. I got my mind on my money. Yeah. And the other one's kind of in this creative state, maybe, possibly. Somebody really likes your booty, pile 1. Okay. Some of you got a nice booty, males and females, okay? Look at that tush. Look at that tush. But anyways, I feel like, you know, emotions between the 2 of you are, you know, they're kind of, they may be like kind of getting a little bit stirred up here. And these could be emotions as far as like building a great team, right? It doesn't have to be romantic, but I do feel like it is romantic. I also feel like both of you are very spiritual in a way. You're both very tapped in a way. I do feel like this could be an energy for some of you, where one of you is the female, but you're the masculine energy, and then the other is a male, but is the feminine energy. That's just for some of you. Let's get into some cards here. I do feel like for like 3 people, this could be kind of a lustful situation, okay? Simply because, you know, well, at the same time, I don't know. For some of you, this is lustful, but you'll know if that resonates for you, okay? Because you kind of, if it does resonate for you, you kind of already have this feeling inside of you of like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that exact feeling, like, yeah, I don't know about that. So, yeah. All right, let's get some cards. For a lot of you, it feels very grounded, gentle. There could be something coming in between this connection, right? It could be spirituality, right, versus religion. It could be distance. It could be, you know, there's a lot of things that could, you know, there could be something coming in between the two of you. But I feel like really what it's like, this is coming in between the two of you. But really it's just an illusion, right? That one or both of you have put in your brain. And it's really not anything that's like can or will cause any issues moving forward. All right. Oops, I forgot to write down what time it was. It was 8:18. Oh no, my son was messing with my favorite pen. Some things you just gotta keep to yourself. That could also be synchronistic. Some things you just need to keep to yourself. So maybe there are some things that you just need to keep to yourself, okay? When it comes to this person, right? Don't just, don't just lay it all out there. Don't, you know, I'm hearing like dump it. Don't just like dump it all on them. Okay, so this, for some of you, it's like a workload. And for some of you, it's just like your everyday, like, I don't know, I heard take it easy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Let's see. Messages for pile 1. So, what's really funny about my Fairy Wisdom Oracle here is I'm starting to, like, dang it, relate the cards with like an actual tarot card, like what would be in the tarot deck. So we are going to, let's see what kind of comes up. I've been able to do that more so. It's like this connection between the deck and I is going on a deeper level, and I feel like that's you know, kind of the general theme right now. Like everything is just kind of getting, you're just getting a little bit more connected to everything that's current in your life, right? A little more connected, a little bit more grounded, a little bit more stable. You know, yeah. So let's see. Messages for pile 1, please. somebody might have an option here. Okay. I'm hearing there's like a floozy, okay, so male or female, right? And then there is somebody who is very well grounded, very active, very motivated, feels very fiery, but also very grounded. Very beautiful. So you may have a choice, or there may be somebody who has a choice. You may be unaware of this. Okay. There could also be this floozy male or female. I don't really. This is somebody who kind of is in this. So it's the overindulgence card. So for me, it feels like it's a very karmic. Like I look at this like the devil card. Okay. In a way of like attachments and addictions and codependencies, and I feel like this energy right here could be what is coming in between you and this person, if there is something coming in between the two of you. Okay, this is you. I feel like this is your energy. Okay, this makes me feel like the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, just very graceful and probably going through like I talked about in the beginning, getting a lot of blessings, right? Autumn is a time of harvest, and I feel like you are going through a time of harvest here. Okay, for some of you, right, you are literally working with your guides, right? There's no other human being kind of present, right? And what's coming in between some of this harvest is a little bit of maybe overindulgence or things, habits, like this energy. But I also feel like it's whatever is depleting, right? But I also feel like this energy itself is depleting, like not in a way of it's depleting you, but it's like leaving your energy, okay? Like almost like it's like fading away. And you're finding yourself much more present in the moment, right? Like look how calm and serene she is, and just like almost like you could tell she's almost like speaking to that butterfly, right? Just very there. Messages for Power One, please. That is a lot. There we go. Yeah, like I said, a lot of grace, right? I do feel like if this is you, a battle going on within you, there is forgiveness going on within yourself, to yourself here. And it's not, it feels more like acceptance and forgiveness, like, you know what I mean? Like the biggest part about this, what's like transforming within you, is an acceptance. And then forgiving yourself from almost like holding this grudge against yourself for whatever, right? I feel like this is kind of transforming within you, and that's what's like allowing this transformation from this almost like, I don't feel like it was extreme, right? I feel like it was like little tiny things that maybe you were just over, like it could be like chocolate, right? It could be coffee, caffeine. It could be, you know, YouTube videos. Like, I'm not saying like this is like an overindulgence, that because if you're going from this energy into this, you know, if it's harvest time for you, and the way this energy felt, it just felt very, very abundant. You know, this is not an overindulgence that is extremely harmful. What it is an attachment to something that just keeps you, it has its own frequency, it has its own vibration, and it kind of lowers yours, right? You've exceeded this vibration, and this is bringing you back down, whatever this is. And so I think that you are going through an energy right now, personally, on your own, where you are accepting these things about yourself, and which is kind of releasing them at the same time, and then forgiving yourself for even you know, putting yourself through it. But what caused you to do that, right? Where is this stemming from? It's like finding that weed and pulling it out for good. And what's coming in to follow is some real, first of all, some definite real confidence within yourself here, right? Because you have, and confidence within this manifestation that I've been talking about. And look, here's acceptance right underneath that. Okay. Inspiration, whatever this is that I was talking about in the beginning, that you are, you know, kind of manifesting as you go, like, you know, building as you go, creating as you go, whatever that is, you're getting a lot of inspiration for this, right? It's coming to you. Sometimes it's going to come in so quickly that you really should write it down. Maybe get a notebook just for this specific project, okay? Whatever it is. Even if it is a relationship, okay? This part of this reading, right, there is a little bit of a romantic part for some of you, but this part of the reading, it doesn't necessarily feel romantic. It feels like a project that you're kind of doing on your own, that you're going to be, and that you are very proud of. Anyways, expect a lot of inspiration. Expect it. So, you know, somebody's going to write a self-help book. Do it. Or you've been thinking about it. Do it. I feel like you have a good outline kind of written out in your journal of like your story, right? That's where this book is kind of coming from. It's from your story, right? How you helped heal yourself. So if you go to your notebooks and because I feel like that's kind of where you're getting a little bit fogged up, is like, how do I line this up? How do I, plot this out, right? Because you're working on your breakdown, your storyline, right? Go to your notebooks of your healing journey and kind of like re-go over them, right? Kind of scan through them, and on a separate notebook, kind of narrow some things down, right? And then go from there, right? So you've got a list of a bunch of topics to cover at this point, right? And then, put them in order in a way that really kind of benefited you, right? Because as they're going through this book, that's what they're going to do, is they're going to do it in order. So everyone goes through everything in a different time and space, though. So make sure that it's broad and you're not narrowing it down too far, right? Keeping it open for any situation. Okay, that was cool. Okay, let's see, clear. Messages for pile 1, please. Actually, I'm going to shuffle one more time, and we're going to get some advice for pile 1, even though I feel like I've been given advice for pile 1. That's what they told me to do. Okay. Advice for pile 1, please. So, confirmation. You are receiving divine messages. You are receiving divine guidance. You are working with the divine. pile 1. You hold the key to access all of this information. You are part of unity consciousness. You can create your own reality. You just have to unlock the, they say we use only how much of our brains. I'm gonna, I don't know the percentage, but it's a very small percentage. You have unlocked more of your brain, and you have the keys to continue moving forward, to keep slowly unlocking more and more and more of your brain. Okay. There may be some sort of conversation that's had, some sort of communication, some sort of truth that's coming towards you. Let's see, let's find out. Some of you have recently made a wish to pray some sort of blockage, or some sort of prayer to clear some sort of blockage or something like that. That you've been given the key to do that. And all you have to do is keep pulling out these thorns and keep turning away from whatever this, it feels like for a lot of you, it could be with the King of Pentacles down here, okay? It could be some sort of lack mentality a little bit, right? You're not super struggling, but money could be better or more steady or more whatever for some of you, not for all of you. Take this as it resonates. If it's not money, it's something else, I feel like. Whatever this is that you're manifesting, okay? But, it's... What am I trying to thought? Okay. So yeah, this thorn is whatever. Say it's money blocks, right? So this thorn is overthinking. Okay, always checking your bank account, counting down the pennies, right? Not trusting the fact that when you need something that it's going to be there. This is you turning away from this thorn, this branch, right? That with it being a rose, it feels like it came in a pretty package, right? The pretty package may have been growing up, right? That's how you were raised, with a lack mentality. And but you're slowly pulling out all these beliefs, and it could be more than just one, but you've been given the key to do so. You've been given the perception, the whatever it may be, to do so. Okay. Somebody really might like to hunt. You may get some communication from somebody who likes to hunt, or somebody who's very outdoorsy. They have a lot of outdoorsy, they like to go camping or something like that. There may be some sort of communication. Okay, this person has probably been really, they've been probably doing the same thing, right? They were given the key. What is the key? The key is God, right? They were given the key to you know, separate from this rose branch or whatever we want to call it here. And I think they want to talk. I think they've had time to think about, this is going back to like a love type situation. I think they've had time to think about and ponder on what really makes them happy. I'm going to leave it there. Yep. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, for all the likes, shares, and subscribes, and we'll chat later. Hey. Pile 2. If you chose the Wheel of Fortune, the Fates card. Ooh. All right, so first of all, I feel like you're finding this like really amazing balance between the light and the shadow. And I feel like you're the one, you have worked so hard to get here, right? And that's the case for everybody, right? Like you, it's like you're learning how to use both the light and the shadow to maintain a really good balance in between the both. Also, you're getting away from perfection and you're really just in this energy of, listen, I am who I am, and if you don't like it, that's totally okay. The door is over there. But I fucking love me. I just got that, like this huge burst of energy of just like exactly that, right? Like, I'm not going to pretend to be anybody. Like, I'm just going to be myself 100% of the time, right? And it doesn't feel like it's like big, huge things, right? But it's like little tiny things, you know, like maybe around your parents or something, you like kind of hide your spirituality, but you're very open with it in other areas, or, you know, that's just an example. But like, it's like you are just going to be you in all situations, in all times and spaces. And, you know, and that is very freeing. That is really aligning things and kind of like, I feel like there's like this little tiny Kundalini awakening going on within you. Like, you know, like, some of you, like, I feel like there's something going up my spine right now, right? Like, if like some of you are going through that, right? And you're kind of sparking into this energy of, and this is really going to do wonders for you, because this is how, this is how you're able to stop resisting and really calling in these blessings, because you're focusing on things that really, truly, deeply matter to you, rather than like tiptoeing on eggshells in certain situations. I don't know, there's just something about being unapologetically you that is really, like, I'm hearing like raining in these blessings. Like, you are in a frequency that is super like magnetic right now, pile 2. things should really be kind of balancing out, right? Obviously, we resonate more with the light rather than the dark, but we have that there. It's by our side, and we're able to access that whenever we need. But we clearly feed more to the light than to the dark, right? 'Cause that's another way that we could kind of look at this as well, right? You know, we kind of separate. We, like, if you notice, like, the dark is a lot smaller than the light, right? Because you're kind of feeding yourself into this light here, right? But you're still in the middle. You still got it balanced between the two. You're still accepting, like, your arm is kind of reaching out here, but your hand is here. So it's yeah. And the more you kind of accept the dark and honor the dark and be yourself unapologetically, I feel like the more, you know, she's going to kind of slim down here, and the more that you're going to kind of weave into this lighter. See, there's the crown and the world up here. So I think that's the goal, right? Seems like it. Anyways, all right, let's see. Let us see. Messages for pile 2, please. Clear. Messages for pile 2, please. There could actually be like a physical person who kind of like brings out that light or that dark within you, right? That kind of really is more so, like, I'm hearing like, my bad habits lead to you. So there's somebody that, like, all of these, like, I feel like whatever you would be doing to feed this darkness within you, all of these habits kind of are within somebody else, right? I feel like you're separating from this person. Yeah. You're separating from this person, and that's allowing you to kind of pull away from these things within you, because I really don't even, it doesn't even feel like you really resonate with these things or these people or these ideas or these, you know, lifestyles or whatever anymore. Pile 2, you are, and I've said this too in many other readings, you are extremely connected to the moon, okay? And with this current, like the April moon, how we had the new moon and then the full moon, we're gonna have another new moon, and there's like a couple eclipses. I think one eclipse or something, maybe it already happened, I'm not sure. I need to focus more on the moon cycles as well. But I anyways, you know, I need to do what I tell you to do also. Like, any advice I give you, I should probably take myself. But I just haven't taken the time to really kind of pay attention to the moon cycles that much as far as in association with my life. So, you know, some of you, your children are coming out of a stage that you were like really praying and hoping would end. It's like there's something that shifts from like kind of an ungrateful energy to a grateful energy, right? Some of you have a couple kids, and yeah, they just, I don't know, but this energy is shifting. Like, and I think it's because you're shifting, right? Your kids are a direct reflection of you. Anytime that like my kids are, not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or they're not listening well, or they're whatever, I always look at myself and I always question, is this a reflection of me, or are they just being like stink butts right now? Because I truly believe in that. I truly believe that the universe is always trying to show you something about yourself by using other people. And same for them as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant thing for everyone. Like, when Maui's being all crazy, I also look at that in myself, like, is this just puppy, or is he trying to tell me something? You know what I'm saying? So I think that you may be I think that you may be aware of that, or if you weren't aware of that, regardless, you're going to feel really good when this shift kind of happens within your children. Yeah, you guys have yourself, like, this is like self-love to the max. This is like being absolutely in love with yourself and what you're creating and what you're building, and just like your life, and just being super grateful. Like, I also feel like this, if there is some sort of solar eclipse that has happened or is coming, this energy is really, really going to root in during that time. I should really learn some astrology, don't you think? Yeah, I think that there's been a lot of shifts inside of you going on within you internally, and you're really going to start to see this reflecting externally. This pedestal card, I feel like, is like the Nine of Pentacles here, okay? Just very, very emotionally stable, mentally stable, spiritually stable, financially stable, actually like financially free, emotionally free, mentally free, and spiritually free. You are free. You have broken free from some like very... It was, I want to say, very cycle. Like, it's just from some cycle, you've broken some sort of like, I'm hearing for some of you, it's like a family curse, or it's like a family, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something, a generational cycle, a generational curse. It's like you have broken free from something, and like you are like next, I don't know, next level, I don't know. When I looked, it was 4411, so that made those, that number may be synchronistic to you. Whew, okay, clear. Messages for pile 2, please. Pile 2, you feel very grounded. You feel very, like, I feel sexy too. Like, you feel good about yourself, like, in all ways. Like, there's not a single way about yourself that you, and I think that this is well deserved. Yeah, you handled that cycle with grace. Whew. You really did. Messages for pile 2, please. Let's get one on this pedestal. Yeah, I heard you finally found your happiness. Like, whatever that is. It doesn't even have to be like a thing or a person that came in. It feels more so like you're just finding yourself happy. It could also be, you know, that your kids, right? When you focus on your kids, that's when you're the most happy, and you're finding that. When you build for your kids, when you grow for your kids, when you live for your kids, that's happiness, right? You're creating a dream come true. Everything that you're putting energy to is creating more and more freedom for yourself and inspiration to come in. You're also learning so much about yourself. Like, I feel like you're going through stages where you're like learning about who you are, what you like. Like, no, I don't think I really like that, right? Like, I don't think I really like that either, but I really like that, right? You know what I'm saying? On anything, food, clothes, vehicles, paint, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, you're really kind of like, yeah, finding your happiness, finding what makes you happy. And it's all being kind of, you know, God knows your heart. So it's all being kind of like gifted to you at the same time that you find it, right? Like, yeah. This is cool energy, pile 2. I'm excited for your kids to shape up. Clear. Messages for pile 2, please. Or advice for pile 2, please. Said that last time. I still got more messages. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like very abundantly blessed. You know what the advice is? This is a much shorter reading than pile 1. I might try to pull some more here, but I feel like the advice is to just be happy. Like, embrace this happiness, okay? It's not too good to be true. You want to know why? Because you built it with God. You built it with the universe. You built it with yourself, okay? Like, it... Enjoy. Please enjoy this. I'm hearing wealth. Enjoy the wealth. Yeah, you handled your karmic energy with grace, for sure. You know, we're all karmics at some point in our life. And, yeah, you healed it and handled it with grace. There are some karmics still around, right? Trying to weave some webs, okay? But ultimately, they're really just going to get themselves tangled up in this, okay? They may try to, like, pull you in with, like, something sweet, like some sort of offer, some sort of something, okay? Whatever it is, it's something that is made to look better than what it is. And it, you know, but they're going to end up kind of getting stuck in their own little web that they've weaved here. So don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah, just be freaking happy. Because I think it's time. I think it's time. I think it's you're stepping into like you're creating heaven on earth. It feels like for yourself, right? Pile 2, like your money is golden. I was gonna say gold, so some of you might have some gold. I don't know, but like Some of you might be getting some gold. Some of you, I don't know, but yeah, your money is very solid and very stable and very grounded, and this person or whatever this energy is that might try to pull you into some sort of web, right, that they've weaved here, they watch you very, very closely. They also have probably a couple spies, okay, a couple people that bring them messages here, like maybe like 2 to 4, okay. This, I just heard, this is somebody that's got no balls. Okay, then. No balls Nancy over here. Just weaving webs. Just weaving webs to get stuck in. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like that's your exact energy towards it too, right? You're in this happiness, like this, like financially free, abundant, happy, wealthy, joyous, graceful, grateful, you know, time, living your life, right? Like, and so you really don't give a shit what No Ball Nancy over here is doing, okay? You really don't care. And that's, or it could be a her. I feel like it, for a lot of you, it might be because of what I'm saying here, but, you know, or her monkeys is what I heard on here. They're depicted as birds, but I'm thinking of the Wizard Oz. I'll get you and your little dog too. Yeah. Yeah. It's like we got the good witch and the wicked witch of the west going on over here. This person can't faze you. This pisses them off. Yeah. Yeah, this person like doesn't do anything. They don't move, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when they do take action, they move very slowly. You, on the other hand, though, you take action in a different, weird, more divinely guided type of way, different than anybody else does, because, you know, anyone that's in the matrix, right? Like, you live in the 5D, so the way that you take action, the way that you make movement is different, right? Ain't nobody riding around with a bunch of umbrellas like that, but you, pile 2, and you are like making strides, right? So not to compare you to, but that's what's happening right now. Is this person, I feel like, is maybe having a realization of where they, you know, where they were trying to focus too much on you and destroying what's meant for you. They probably should have did what you did and focused on building for themselves. But I still think they're still stuck on you. I think this is something that kind of was in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? A worry, but I think that there's been some sort of download, some sort of communication, some sort of conversation that has confirmed the fact that can't touch this. No. Can't touch this. Yeah. You are very protected, pile 2, and you are on a mission. You are headed in the right direction. You are, you know, what you're doing right now is exactly where you are, and what you're doing is exactly perfectly aligned. So, and I feel like what it is that you are doing, first of all, also pile 2, you're extremely gorgeous, like very clear skin for some of you. Anyways, and people notice that, I don't know. Like shiny, like good looking skin. But yeah, pile 2, you're very much in alignment here, okay? This person cannot even, could be a Scorpio female, but this person, yeah, they're very childish, very immature, entitled, they feel entitled. Anyways, keep going. Keep going. Fire up the umbrellas. Keep going. Okay. Because I'm happy. Yes. I love it. All right. Thank you so much, pile 2. And we will see you next